welcome to my today's episode of my wonderful knitting blog. This is episode 3 and I'm really happy you have liked my episode 1 and 2 so far. So this made me of course make an episode number 3. So I'm still kind of nervous. I hope it will get better with time soon. So in today's episode, as you can see, I'm outside. We have a really nice weather right now, so I thought it's maybe nice to just have some peace outside. And yeah, I will start with today's episode. Today I will tell you only about 2 designs, and I'm also not going to talk so much in this episode, just because I would like you to enjoy this piece around me a little bit as well. So right now I'm working on a new sweater design. I already gave you a sneak peek in my last episode, and this is how far we are. So I started knitting on the yoke right now, and so this sweater was originally meant to be knitted top down, because maybe you can answer me, what do you prefer, to knit top down or bottom up? So I personally prefer to knit bottom up, just because it's faster, I feel, when you knit the arms first and then the body separately, and the garment itself is not so heavy, and then you join it, and then you just carry this whole thing around at the very end, and I feel it kind of makes my work a little faster and easier, because if I would knit top down, when knitting the arms you have to turn your work so many times, and I feel it's kind of like it takes so much more time, and then you hear knitters talking about sleeve island and I feel like when you knit it just at bottom up, and you can even knit the sleeves together at the same time, you don't really are located on this sleeve island so long, especially for example if you knit a bulky weight sweater. So some of my bulky weight sweaters, I was taking the time, and the fastest I was knitting an arm was in 45 minutes, and I imagine if I would have done this top down it would have probably taken 3 hours at least, maybe longer, I'm not sure. Well, let me know what you think, if you prefer bottom up or top down. It's something really good to know for me as a designer, because I mean, I like to knit bottom up, but if knitters prefer to knit actually top down, because I get the benefits of, you can kind of see how you want to have your waist and the length of the sweater. I also want to do this more. Anyways, let's get back to topic. So I started this, originally I meant to do the sweater top down, and I actually opened up the sweater again because I was doing quite a lot of changes on this design, and as well as on the bottom. So you see a lot of kind of threads hanging around right now, and it's one reason is because I opened it up so many times, and it has a lot of little techniques which are maybe a little bit hard to see right now on camera when I'm speaking. I will take a close-up of it as well, so you can see it a little bit better. But for example, so you see this somewhat curly roll edge, so this is going to be a picot edging actually, and I have not sewn it in yet, so but it's going to look somewhat like this once I've done this. And this garment has a little vertical braid just going over here, and some gather stitch pearls, and I just wanted to try around a few things, because the sweater, when I'm knitting on the yoke right now, it's gonna be just plain white. I'm not going to have any kind of color work at all. I will have a similar collar neckline, just like this design, but not as heavy, because I think it would be a bit too much having it on the neck like this. And so this sweater will be my first sweater where I'm using embroidery. So I will have some embroidery going on at the yoke. And now I'm recording this video, and when I'm done I will go back home and or inside, and I think I will make a little swatch where you can see what kind of embroidery I've been thinking about, because I'm not going to actually add this until this garment is completely done, which is probably going to be in the next episode. But I wanted to show you this already, and oh yes, let me tell you. So this body looks a bit short, and the reason for that is it's a cropped, yeah, just a little bit cropped, because I like to wear dresses a lot, and skirts which kind of go like high up to here, and it's kind of a little bit, I thought it's kind of nice to have just a sweater which goes just there, which is kind of like a sweet spot, I feel. It's a bit boring to always just have long sweaters. So this will be this, and I can't wait to show you more. And so I would like to tell you more about like what kind of embroidery I'm adding to it, and I can say it's flowers, it's like a floral theme, and there's a lot of mosquitoes here. And it's a floral theme, so when I design, I'm a bit complicated, because usually I have an idea in my head, and then I start working on it, and so many times I'm just going to change what I'm making. Like, I do things completely differently. Like, this was originally just like a plain, just like this ribbing, and I did those changes, and yeah, this is so I think it's sometimes hard to work like this, but it's just when I start, and if I don't change what I want to change, I'm just not going to be satisfied. And for example, so like us designer, when we start designing something, we often contact yarn companies and ask if we can make a design in the yarn, and if they would sponsor us the yarn for this, so we can make the design. So, and often when you do this, you will show swatches, a sketch, and maybe even the finished pattern, showing exactly what you're making. And with me it's a bit complicated, because I do this, but then I often just change 50% of what I've been doing, and all of a sudden I need more yarn, I need less yarn, and like some elements are just completely different all of a sudden. And I try to just follow it, like how I do it in the first place, and I'm having like this mindset, okay, just get it done. You can design another sweater after this, but then I have so many ideas in my head, so I'm just changing it, and I want to be happy with it, and I want it to look exactly how I want it to look, and I know I'm not going to be happy if I just finish it the way I thought I was going to do it first. Yeah, that was a little bit, I was going around in topic here again. I hope it's actually not so hard to listen to this when I'm doing this. Yeah, so I will continue on this, and I will show you some swatches of the embroidery I'm working on. It's the first time I'm doing embroidery actually, so I'm by no means an embroidery master. When I start something, I'm always trying to become one, but I'm not there yet. Okay, so I hope you like this one so far. I'm also still working on, just right now I lost some stitches here on the cowl, and it's gonna be moon bloom, maybe called, I'm not sure yet. And so this cowl I started back and forth, and I'm soon at this point where I'm going to join it in a round, and then I will knit a little bit more, and then I start the color work. So this cowl is it doesn't look like it's much, but it's actually about 1/3 finished. And so for me, I'm kind of always a little bit slow knitting back and forth in one color, because I feel I need this stimulation of working with colors. It's like, it feels just boring to me to do this. So the first steps always take a little bit, but once I dig into the color work, it's like so I will show you more of this also soon. This is kind of my little slow project I'm working on, and I also have still a bit more other projects I'm working at the same time. And yeah, so that's these two I wanted to show you. And you have been asking me if I could show some of my favorite yarns I like to use, and I've been thinking about how I'm going to do it, and I have thought about just making separate videos about that. So right now I have 2 videos planned, which I'm going to record very soon. So one will be for bulky weight yarns I use, because I use a lot of bulky weight, and one will be for worsted weight yarns, followed by one for sport weight and decay, because those are the yarns I mainly use. And yeah, I was considering putting them all together in one video, but each will be about 10, 11, 12, 13 yarns, and it would be just a giant video if I put them all together. And I think it's nice for knitters to just see, okay, I want a bulky yarn, let's look at the bulky video, bulky weight video yarn video, that's the word. Okay, yeah, but that was today's episode, and you can see a little bit like how it is around here right now. So after this, and you're probably wondering where I am. So I used to live here. This is my old place where I used to live, and it's at the water, which is really nice. And I was renting here, and it's just nice to come here sometimes. And you can see they have alpacas here, and little pigs, and they have chickens, and a dog, and cats, and it's just very nice to be here. And I can use this kayak I can use if I like, so it's just really nice. And yeah, please enjoy the rest of the video. Bye bye.